Tuff Like Iron, welcome. How are you?
Greetings. I'm blessed.
Yes.
Yeah, man, it's a joy.
Yes, Tuff
So you're
Like
chilling.
Iron.
All this stuff is true. MySpace, and I don't know how to do painting though. I don't have any Picassos.
So you started out doing clothes, fashion. That's how you.
Yeah, for sure. When I was a teenager, I started doing crochet and screen printing and sewing. And I started my line, Tuff Like Iron, when I was 18 in Brooklyn.
And the name, that name was always like, I loved it. Because it's like I can relate, Growing up a Ross, you're a Ross, I can relate to being tough like iron because it's like we know a struggle and you have to be tough.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how did you come up with that name?
Same kind of vibes like what you're saying. Just, as a youth growing up in New York, it's not really like a nice place, you know what I mean?
We're Brooklyn?
I grew up in Brooklyn. I actually grew up more like in Fort Greene. But Fort Greene wasn't like so nice and fancy like it is now.
Where is Fort Greene?
Fort Greene is like downtown, like near DeKalb. Kind of like if you were going down Lafayette and DeKalb on those, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They have like a park over there, Fort Greene Park over there.
Like
Myrtle Avenue.
Area. Oh, that's off of Flatbush area. Yeah. Up them way there. Okay.
That's where I grew up, My parents had a restaurant. My mom is a chef.
Wow.
So I grew up watching my mom work very hard and make really delicious food.
So you're a chef too. You could probably.
I'm more specialized in food tasting.
Yeah.
Like
a foodie.
I can do a little thing, but I don't go so hard like how my mom be really going hard. She'll do some, just like she can make anything.
Yeah.
From scratch, and you know what I mean. I'd be like trying to rush off to the next activity. So
you grew up seeing your mom as an entrepreneur.
Mhm. Yeah. My mom worked 7 days a week when I was growing up. I remember being a youth and going to school, you have to wake up early. Mom used to like get home probably, 11, 12 at night.
Yeah.
Because the restaurant, so after they close and they have to like clean up everything, break down everything. She didn't come home till late, and then I would have to wake up early to go to school. So, it was a lot of time where we didn't really get to see each other. And when she was working hard at the business, so it was inspiring, although like some of the time probably maybe I would have liked to spend more time with her. She was doing something that it did kind of inspire me to be like how I am. So
what got you into like crocheting and sewing?
My mom also used to crochet. She used to crochet and make earrings when she was young, so she always had a lot of beads. And, I just used to mess around with them as just like something to do sometimes. And she had actually taught me to crochet first when I was, maybe about 14 or so. But then I met a group of creative people, and one of them, a brother from Dominica, he taught me how to crochet. And he makes these really dope outfits and boots and backpacks and like all this elaborate stuff with like crazy patterns and zippers and leather and fabrics and buckles,
So you was early on just marketing yourself.
Yeah, well, the thing is, people used to always come up to me, and I was like, what's wrong with these people? You know what I mean? People just come up to me talking to me all the time, like strangers, and worse. When we used to be in Jamaica, I used to be with Diggy them in Jamaica at the same time, you know what I mean? And people would always be like, oh, are you one of the Marleys or something? I'm like, no, can you, like, obviously I'm not one of the Marleys. Energy. I feel you, but wouldn't y'all know if I was one of the Marleys? Why would I just be like walking down the street in Crossroads or some random place? You know what I mean?
Well, a lot of people, but a lot of people came up and said they were Bob's sons and daughters that got denied, you know what I mean? I mean, you never know,
Oh, gosh.
But I mean, what I'm saying...
Well, I know I'm not one of them.
But I mean, well, your complexion, your natty, like, you come across like, yes, like a natty that's doing good for yourself. I mean, that's why, because...
What's that? Rich!
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? You come across like an uptown natty, eh? Sam Diggy, audio producer. I'm just saying. I mean, but so, that's... I could understand why that happened, I could understand why that happened. So you got online very early, because very early on. You was like me. You was early to this thing.
No, it's true. Because it gave me a way to kind of publicize what I was doing with the fashion stuff. So
how did you have? So your mom was very strict.
No.
So, I mean, to crochet and sew means you got to sit down and do it. You're very patient. Like, I mean, Brooklyn, growing up in Brooklyn is Caribbean vibes. I mean, you weren't outside. You were very creative early on. Like, that takes a lot of dedication,
I used to like the computer a lot, too, when I was a kid. I used to talk to my friends on Instant Messenger.
So you
back in the day,
you didn't care to go outside a lot. You just like
I don't know. It wasn't. I guess I wasn't really allowed to go outside. I guess you're right.
Was strict.
No, it's like I was supposed to just go, because a lot of time there wasn't anybody home.
Yeah.
So I had to just. I was supposed to just kind of go home and stay there.
Yeah.
I didn't used to do anything else. It never occurred to me.
Yeah,
at the
because
time.
I know growing
up. To go home. Like maybe I'll buy a slice of pizza or something, and that's it. I'll just go home, do my homework, watch some TV and whatever, hang out.